a test on this push, right? He can get the info. He can see exactly what's coming their way. Pistol's going to take first contact. It's hoping then that the rifles will be able to trade here. Linus tucked in.
Oh dear.
And he will pick it up. Man with one on the USP as well. Even a dink down range on a Shiro, but that nade picks up the double stack in main. Chopper doesn't catch them as they flank the bomb in through water. And so they're right here. They are hot on the heels of Shiro, who was dinked up by that USP earlier. Plant in. Shiro waits for Chopper to group with him. Heroic are now armed and dangerous. Youngster retrieves one of those guns. Shiro full blind. But you wouldn't know. Controls that AK beautifully.
Very dangerous for Spirit just to make that play dry with no utility, no flash. Almost come to regret it.
Start here by breaking their money early after the results of that last round. Doc, oh, not in the mood to have his money broken today. In fact, he wants that bag. The price on the head of Heroic. He goes hunting out in the yard further forward. Some Pius gonna check for him. More aggression coming in, but that's a free kill picked up for Zontix, holding the aggression. Orb spotted on the cross outside, but they never saw Magix make it down. And we talked about Nuke as a test of your rotates, a test of your protocols. Linus is blindsided there on the drop in a lower.
Oh, how'd this happen? Bomb loose in the garage. They've got eyes on it as well, but any repositions, any cross to outside is going to be met with Shiro's orb. Making some noise at least. That's something for Youngster now, but Sampaius is a long way away, and they're scared about all the gaps that remain on the map. There's really nothing they can do about it. Shot in the back. Youngster does get a spin and a dink, but he's dead to the nade surely as Zontix hunts him down. Sampaius must ace clutch, or Spirit will find a fourth. There's not a lot of time. Orb on the line. Sampaius takes another scalp, and he's got a 1v2 right in front of him. That bomb has not been picked up. They might need the kill.
15 seconds. They have not left themselves with a lot of room here. Bomb's going to start to head down towards B.
Is there time for this?
Ventrop's already happened. It's going to be close, but it looks like Magix might have this.
He can deny it.
5, 4, Sampaius dropping in a ramp. Magix only just getting it planted as Sampaius snipes the round out from under Spirit. Bomb denial, round follows, and Sampaius offers up all the resistance to find Heroic there first.
What a weird plant spot. I think he wanted to get safe on Astralis, but at that point he realized there simply wasn't time. He had to stick it there. Couldn't get it covered from ramp. Sampaius hits the perfect rotate despite going heaven. And 4 kills. How did that bomb get dropped? Did Magix like go secret and he
Heck 9 pulled, gonna have to do it with the pistol, cleanly done. Low HP on Magix, catches him on the swing, and now adorns that Sampaius AWP. Xfloud takes up this angle over at Hell as the round grinds to a halt. Magix hoping he could have caught him on an aggressive move. Wouldn't even have to play out this clutch if you catch Xfloud moving in. And Magix gets rewarded for it. That patience worth wonders.
Is that an ace? Is that everything? Magix just absolutely destroyed them on that upper pop. And that is all 5 in the clutch.
He played it perfectly. The slow down at ramp. Waiting for the re-swing, the 3K entry in a top site.
I love that he stops here as well. He knew he could bomb. Tracking as they hear the vent drop, even though it was a fake. Spirit take the opportunity to jump into this upper site. Finding a trade, and again, aggression in the lobby. Punished this time by Spirit. They're more aware than before. And that molly might just close the back door for Heroic, even though they have a flank. It's all relying on this shadow advantage. It's a done deal. Chopper locks it in.
I mean, Chopper got caught by the lobby push in the last round, right? So learns what he's up against, learns what Heroic are going to try and do here. And he makes that look very, very easy. Denies 2 players trying to take that lobby control. Chopper even hunting down these saving guns. It's just that AWP looking to survive here for Heroic. As it's them now about to be reset. Spirit in a great position to run away with this T-half.
Oh, Chopper. Putting the team on his back there. He finds the AWP at the end. Talk about learning from your mistakes.
question. Will BetBoom off-kilter them? A pistol round for the CT side of Anubis. That sounds real great.
Okay.
But we've got Snacks in a clutch pushing through a smoke, and he has actually not been noticed by Siren, who was trying to keep eyes on this. He is now behind the 2 players in dark. This is one of those magical Snacks moments. Or at least it could be.
Oh, it's just so many players. If it was only 3.
Oh, baby.
Oh my God. Wait, he didn't get spotted? He doesn't even think about it.
He is blend into
Are we
the
gonna
walls.
kick it off with the
Money
knife?
first.
Kick it off with a knife.
Love that.
Okay, the comms are gonna come in, and he's going back to the same hiding spot.
Obviously, Siren had already ran by. Should know a second player's down in dark.
Pasha would say in this moment, you know I know.
And I know, you know, you know, I know. You know?
My brother, my friend. Snacks, what are you to do?
And no bro. Yeah, it's definitely a head-to-head where we should see that edge. I just, despite the first week performance, was nervous that we wouldn't see it anyways. Yeah, it's a great chance for G2 to kind of put themselves on display. Maybe raise their stocks here in Bounty. Axile trying to lean out for an AK. Got his hands on it. Big duel for Axile to straight up win. We saw what Monacy could do with a single rifle. Now it is Axile's with Kevlar. He gets a 3rd frag, so putting them back to work. Outside a window. Curious as to what he gets up to. Challenge coming forth, and Chiron's going to keep this one clean. That is his 2nd frag of the round. Crossfire here between Monacy and Hunter. Hunter is low, so anything he adds is well worth it. Chiron's going to chase him down. Hunter from the back of car.
Oh, and NaVi's moving so slowly.
Behind him, and then he starts to run, and as he does so, Hunter keeps it clean.
Wait, a flash and... Oh,
Why?
NaVi was so staggered right there. With the attack that was coming in, that was not... I mean, obviously, stand-in situation and all that, but that was a very, very segregated attack right there. They needed to... If they're going to commit that hard, obviously through the window, it was a matter of trying to trade out Hunter, who started by peeking down in the CT spawn. But as we quickly look at the mini-map, you know, NaVi's not close yet.
They often do, and still get a bridge peek off. They have to play back. Flame Z hits his Deeg onto the in-game leader, who's got a call from behind now as Vitality get aggressive.
Move gets punished though. Wycadia and Xantares ready for it. And they're going to be 2 players that have to keep this pressure on. Not be afraid to bail Eternal Fire out. They're the 2 you want shining bright to open. And Xantares is certainly living up to that hype right now. A stellar 4K put forward there to regain control over that 4v5 for Eternal Fire.
Yeah, we were talking a lot about Vitality coming in, but you absolutely cannot ignore Xantares' presence in the server and our expectations for him today. He was the reason that Eternal Fire were able to win that game as clean as they did against Falcons. I said clean, it was overtime, but they pulled that match back, and Xantares put on just some phenomenal T-side nuke rounds to eliminate Falcons. Yeah, flash setup to send the SMG in, but with the AWP on a long angle, this could still get dangerous. Apex can only swing Foresight safely. There it goes. He jumps around the corner, but Xantares is too clean with it. Gets a 5v4, gets out. Eternal Fire able to group now. And they've just gone through this con smoke every single time. They've not... Again, the same block on B. Vitality looking uncomfortable as Eternal Fire set up for a set piece.
And you've been feeling shadows of that all across this game. No one feels comfortable in their position. They try to force a fight down into Xantares, but that's not the guy you want to be locked in with. Xantares! They go to him, they get put in his cage, and Xantares collects. On guides, seeming we can rely on. It is Xantares. A beautiful sequence to open up, right? This shot onto Apex. It's the instant flick back. And then a gift of this double kill walking into him down in dark.
Xantares, man. We always said he was great online, but the crazy part is he always did. And they're the ones waiting now. ZywOo has to hit that. He can't. Robs walks into the crosshair of Xantares, and he is so reliable. 26 and 10. Magic calls off, sees 2 at the front of B. Eternal Fire know the default is not done. 40 seconds. Vitality have to pick their site, and they've got to pick it now.
even regrouping here, like regrouping without giving info is a big problem. Flames has no choice but to run a little if he wants to meet up with his team. And so even that is just drip feeding more and more info to Eternal Fire. Xantares, as a result, ready for this lurk in through middle. Eternal Fire might have taken them a moment to put a stop to this, but now it's only ZywOo between them and the win on Anubis. Manages to drop into the site, a chance for the plant, but they charge at him. Knife pull for Xantares. He wants this personal, and ZywOo stabbed to put a close to Anubis. Eternal Fire do good on that 9-3 lead. It might have been labored. All teed up for Apex, but missed shots means ZywOo's gonna be that guy. 2 kills, you'd think that's enough, as it's Jota left up in this clutch. A big order ahead of him. 45 seconds left to play with. Toughest position Jota's been in yet.
Oh, I like the reset now. He recommits, shows again, and now he's going to go back to B. And I think he should know he might even have a bomb plant here, as Vitality don't want to jump the gun and play solo. Flames is going to start to move, though. He will beat him to the bomb site. The question is, does Flames commit to backside or bench? Yes, he will. He wants to fight for the round. He wants to risk the 1v1, but his position is unorthodox, unlikely to be checked. The stick comes in for Jota, and he should be a dead man walking. Miss shot!
Oh, no!
Jota's got a chance!
Low on health. Jota with the reposition. Tucks himself in up close and walks it over the finish line. Jota to have all been in vain. Now's the time to capitalize, now's the time to do the damage, but it's Apex's scout out on an island, softening them up. This is all starting to come to a bit of a rough end for Eternal Fire, as it's grinded to a halt in the apartments. They are giving these scouts the long-range fights, and they might come to regret it. Major in the clutch. It can't be another clutch up for Eternal Fire, surely, as Major looks to repeat the feat that Jota just put forward in the pistol round. Flames with the scout, holds on, and Major creeps right into it.
I thought he knew he was Cat. I thought he had that info. Was he scared that Flames got a repos in and managed to get into the site? That's a strange one to lose. A very nice try for Major, but my God, Vitality may have just saved their bacon in this series. Hitting some important scout shots and a deagle to start it all off. Could be the start of something here for Vitality, but again on Anubis, the breathing room is just too small. Is he in the site? I don't want to prophesize anything on an armless round, but if there were a way, this would be it.
Support's going to be a long way away. Nice. That's an important lineup for Mezzi, who keeps this contained. The one man defending the B site makes it look easy.
Crisp.
And so a flawless round put forth from Vitality. 3 rounds between these squads now. There's that gap, the early forces, it's all closed up. Eternal Fire risked it all on triple B rushes. But now they're going to try to take the pace out of it here as the guns make a return. What would be a sad state to think about here is if the best chance Eternal Fire, but he's just not being given the targets. Flames with a reposition up on a palace, dropping down. Flames can't manage the third. And it is Xantares and Woxic spilling through the connector that look to make the greatest difference. Mezzi kept Vitality in this with the B anchoring. Now he's going to be just as flashy in defensive A. Missed shot from the AWP gives Mezzi the path. And the foot forward as Mezzi closes. Mezzi keeps Vitality in this on both sides of the map. But it might not matter. ZywOo now is to be the defining character in this defining round of this second map. If Vitality do want to claw this one back, they've got to put a stop to Woxic in this clutch. Commits to the plant, that's ballsy already. Goes looking for that ZywOo AWP, and Woxic is real fast with it. Now it's just Flames as the man to beat. Woxic could have victory teed up right here for Eternal Fire. All that's left to do is reach out and grab it. Woxic swings and Woxic wins. 1v2 clutch turns up for Woxic. And it's lightning fast, exactly what you want.
That feels like the least likely clutch of the entire series. That is out of nowhere. He plants in the middle of the site with 2 players on the other side of the smoke. Not only does he get away with it, he robs a sharp ZywOo with a Galil. and finishes Flames. Those are the players you want in.
Gunfight, and it's going to push Pain into the quad cap push. One drops towards spawn, taking fights onto Car. CT comes up through that smoke and actually gets killed. Or does he? It's JL, in fact, who climbs up onto the boxes. Now stopping on the site, David Lewis. Okay. 3 kills.
NT.
Very, very NT. Nicely done in contrast to how Bit started all of that.
Yeah, it was a little bit messy from Bit. A little bit too much mustard on that one, Bit. That was Snow hand over face, shooting back. Didn't know what the hell was going on.
That's where if you're Bit, you just go, oh, dude, bad flash.
Flash totally missed, man.
Brink of this retake, not ideal with the MP9 on cross, but they're still flustering NaVi in this post plant, and they opened up the door for Snow to come and join them. That SMG gets the better of the player up close. We go 3v3 with JL still low, and he's gonna try to time that CT flank. He is running up towards this bomb site. They're gonna hear him on the approach. Beautiful dig back from Bit, and it is all NQZ as time is of the essence. He clears those boxes, but he will not pick up this one. NaVi survived the first of 3.
Yeah, okay, they get away with that. And this is another situation where Pain, they make this weird adjustment. We have Big Zero giving up way too much space towards A, running all the way to long, and then as soon as one extra player dies, that's when your odds just plummet. So this is the move from JL to once again punish Davideus inside of CT spawn. That's how it happened the last time they made this cat execute work. NaVi hit 10 off of it.
Versus Snow with an op.
The problem is, I think, when NaVi are trying to do this to draw more attention to the CT side.
They tried to go double off, but...
Wait, which kills are better?
Yeah.
Davideus finding both players pushing into tunnels.
I'll take the double.
They're lucky it wasn't the bomb.
Snow gets caught on an angle that Wonderful punishes him for holding. Cowes with a bit of pressure on him. Big Uzera climbing, going for the jump spot, makes his point of contact. Wonderful's gonna test this. Or is he?
I think it's got to be a good move from Cowes, right?
He's stuck here. Oh, and he will find the opper down. It's going to be a desperate attempt on half health for the 2 remaining members of NaVi. Flash for Big Uzera to peek out with. And that's both players caught out in the open. They're fighting, but they'll be bested. It's a quad from Davideus.
Yes, in overtime, man. He joins the scoreboard. Impact and output. Davideus has quietly gotten into the 20s, I think, with that one. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, clean one. Show me that tunnels push. Just a perfect timing, finding them on the entry. Alexi B, 4 kills, 20 deaths, and still trying to keep this cart on the tracks. Wow. It will be wonderful.
Weaving through those flashbangs.
On the brink of 30 kills. Has officially tied Ime after the phenomenal start that he had, and Bit will find his. The secondary op coming out from NaVi as well as they hit OT, and these ops will absolutely peel Pain apart.
And these kills are just getting easier every round, unfortunately, for Pain.
And QZ late to the party here, carrying the bomb in the distance of the smoke. Wonderful off angle from the car, going for a reposition, an attempt from Snow to catch him, but he will find Sanctuary on site before the T's can show themselves at all. He's got this. Oh, another one from Wonderful. 31 frags. Oh, make it 32. 4 kills to guarantee double OT at least.
He's lit up the map. The perfect plays here from Wonderful. Even the moments where he's getting caught.
Okay, he gets over. And QZ with a bit of cover offered up by Cowes. The best piece of Pain so far. And soon that single smoke fades, but NQZ's got the rifle just planted up against it. A silent walkout from Bit's gonna cost some support player dead. Spam coming through, but NQZ looks to deliver.
Woo, he's got a magnet on that thing. That was beautiful, right to the dome, the last 2.
It's sketchy, but they pull it off with a single player left over, and NaVi's efforts denied.
Back-to-back 1v2s for Pain.
Sprinkle in a couple clutches on an 8-round half.
Yeah.
Now you're going to be talking about a NaVi on a save. This is Pain putting themselves on a fast track to map 3. Deus out from Hut, and yes, he will sense that opening, grasp it with both hands, and allow for Cowes to guarantee this bomb plant back site. Now they are pinned in a little bit. It's low HP for Wonderful up above, and it opens a door for Bit to get up from that ladder. He is struggling throughout this series, trying to get the retake rolling. He will, but it's Devadeus back sight. Hanging on as the approach is loud. Bit goes quiet, expected and denied as Pain takes 12.
I love that move from Devadeus, man. To that box is just beautiful. He looks to disappear. If Wonderful wraps around the right side, he could have gone to Hut. And he doesn't have to watch both angles. That's just really, really nice placement from him. Another clutch for Pain in a row to get to 12.
NaVi squirming.
Well, couldn't play that better.